Hi, I have with me today Charlie Bartlett, right?
That's correct.
And Charlie, you want to tell us what your connection with mental health is?
Okay, I work for the Kansas Department of Aging and Disability Services, and I'm with the project program. I'm sorry. I work for the side of mental health and substance use that has come together for behavioral health services in the program and policy team. And specifically, I have the Consumer Affairs division under me with Tammy Broadbent in the Adult Consumer Affairs position, and I have Pam McDivitt, who is in Children and Family Consumer Affairs, and then I have Chrissy Khatib, who does substance use disorders with special projects and other things with substance use disorders. And I have Doug Wallace, who does housing and homelessness and the supportive employment programs.
Wow, sounds like you have a big job.
I've got that, and also part of my job is dealing with the forensics, which has to do with the substance use mental health and the way that it interfaces with Department of Corrections.
Okay.
And so that's kind of in a nutshell what I do.
What do you see as some of the challenges or the opportunities within the mental health system? I know that it's been going through a lot of changes. Anything you want to share on any of that?
Right now, the big change, or I want to say maybe not big change, but where I'm putting a lot of our efforts are to really developing the whole recovery-oriented system of care concept to integrate into the behavioral health system. I'm wanting to really move to build and strengthen the consumer voice across the state, to have that consumer voice be one that is heard from the beginning and not waited until the end of processes when things get filtered through. We're also looking at the process, along with my Tammy and Pam that I spoke about, in developing regional groups that would serve as consulting bases for us to be able to reach out into the different areas of the state communities as representing consumer affairs within those regions. So I would say that right now, where we're really moving towards is to move the system to one in which recovery is the goals, the recovery is the focus, and that we're trying to move that recovery, not only build that capital in the individual, but to build that recovery capital in the community. And as we're looking at the behavioral health, which pulls together mental health, substance use, because we know that they overlap
Right.
in so many places, but we also know that what is necessary for recovery has the same ingredients and needs to be supported across the systems also.
That sounds wonderful. What's been your greatest joy in the position so far, would you say?
You know, I've worked in the field of substance use disorders and behavioral health services all of my career, and every time I get asked that question, I think, well, that's a hard question to answer, because it's always the thing that I'm working on right now that is the biggest joy.
Okay.
And behavioral, looking at really moving things and understanding that recovery is the driving force, and that people believe that recovery is a reality, is what really keeps me going every day.
Well, thank you. Any final thoughts you might have for us?
I want to say that I've enjoyed working so much this past year with the consumer-run organizations, the CAC, and really looking forward to the new design that all of the CAC, the CROs, Wichita State, and KDADS have worked so hard listening to what could happen to really strengthen this system, and then watching the process as it begins to develop. So I think that's been just so rewarding, and I'm so excited to see kind of what happens as we really have now the opportunity to start seeing CROs grow across the state instead of shrink. So I think we're getting the wheels on the bus again. We're getting down the road. So.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you, Mike. I enjoyed it.